Well, welcome back to another video. As you know, about 3 weeks ago we lost one of our pygmy goats, so we've been in a bit of a dilemma of what to do about it. So we waited just to see if like the one we've got left showed any symptoms of like what the other one died of, and thankfully she's been absolutely fine. But we've been doing a lot of research and stuff, and they really shouldn't be on their own, so we've been looking at getting her a partner to be with her, but it's quite hard to find a 4-year-old or a castrated male or something that'll match to what we've got. Anyway, we think we might have found it, so we're on our way now to have a look at it and maybe pick one up. So it's a 4.5 hour trip. We're about an hour and a half in. As you've seen from some of the earlier footage, the roads are a little bit sketchy, so it might take us a little bit longer. So we'll continue chugging along and see how it turns out when we get there.
Here she is. Are you just chilling?
Well, we're home. Oh, that was a 5.5 hour trip, which should have took 4, but never mind. We're back, and let's introduce you to the new member of the family. Hello there, girl. All right. Hello there.
I'll get the treats.
Right, so this is Hazel. She's a 4.5-year-old pygmy goat, and hopefully the new companion to Apple. So we'll get her out the boot and we'll introduce them both. Come on, Annie, come on. Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. Close this door.
Get them treats and then...
No, stop, stop. She's huge.
Hello, darling. You having a wee wee? We just closed the barn door for now. It's really dark in here because of the snow on the roof today. Obviously, we won't be leaving the barn door closed. Not normally. It's just so she doesn't go rushing off because she doesn't know where anything is just yet. Told you, Lydia.
Hello. Oh, here she comes. Hello. Hello. Found. Well, we've been back about half an hour. We introduced them in the barn at first, and they stayed away from each other for the most part. And then we've enticed them into the pen where they will be staying, and they again stayed away from each other. Hazel's found her own way outside. Apple, a bit unsure about coming out. Been having a bit of an investigate of her surroundings, and she's I've just give the sheep some hay, and she's come over and she's been having a really good look at the sheep. Well, the lady that we got her off, Hazel's companion was a sheep, and it unfortunately died of old age, so she was left on her own, just like Apple was left on her own. So I think she's seen the sheep and thought, oh, they're my companions, not Apple. So hopefully Apple's been having a look out as well, but she hasn't ventured out yet. They have had a few little headbutts, but it was just like taps, and half the time they didn't even touch each other, so hopefully it'll stay friendly. I'm just hoping she'll find a way back in for the night time and for when Grace gets home. But we'll just keep an eye on them and see what happens.
Because that's a very good point. We've done all this and we haven't told Grace. Small point. So yeah, Grace has actually been looking for a companion. She wasn't sure whether to get kids and get 2 kids and raise them with Apple, whether to get an older goat and give, we're just unsure as what to do. So I did put a shout out on Instagram and spoke to a few people on from different farms and things as to what they would recommend. This was actually sent, Hazel was actually sent via Instagram to me, and she was, as Stephen was saying, she was only a couple of hours there and back, so I think it was 5.5 hours in total, wasn't it, that we did, but that's just due to the weather conditions. So yeah, Grace isn't aware yet, so we are going to pick her up shortly. And hopefully all will be well. We will keep you posted and check in a bit later on.
Well, we've had Hazel now for 6 days and she's settled in pretty well. As you can see, she's pretty laid back and she's quite friendly. Unfortunately, her and Apple aren't the best of friends at the minute, but they share the same bedroom, just different beds, and I think they're just working out the pecking order, really. Unfortunately, when she came with extra guests. There was a few mites on her and stuff. Well, we've diatomaceous earther, and now we've just got this louse powder, so we're just going to do that, give her a dose of that, give Apple a dose of it, and then we'll go and show you inside what changes we've made because of the sleeping arrangements. Alright? Should we get it on, yeah? Right. You think this is food? Unfortunately, it's not.
Oh, yep.
Here. Yep. Some treat. Here's a treat. Go. Yeah, good, yeah. Go. Yeah. No, you just want apple. Apple. Hey. Hang on, you wait. Greedy. There you go. Good girl. Right, let's get some of this on you. We're going to do this outside because it says you don't want to be breathing it in because it is powder. So we'll give it a dusting, give it a good rub in, and then it comes out quite fast. Oh, it's a good job the wind's blowing the other way. How much do we put on it?
Yeah, that's probably sufficient.
Oh, she likes a good scrat. What about you, Applet? Eh? You not so much. Eh? There you go. Clever girls. You clever girls. Oh, you're full of dust. There you go. Right. Go and give me hands a wash, and then we'll take you inside and see what changes we've made. Well, as you can see, we've just made a little addition to the original platform. When we first got Hazel, she slept underneath, and Apple had a bed on the top there. A couple of days later, Hazel claimed the top one for herself, so we had to build Apple one. We have put a camera in and we watch them on a night, and one night Apple was just stood on the bottom step for about 5 hours, didn't know what to do. So we've just built her a little platform with a blanket on, and she's took to it straight away. She was there last night, it was the first night. We just put a little platform on to get on from here. So she seems to be happy enough, loving it. So we'll just leave them to it and see how they get on. Yes. Well, there you go, there's just another little update from the Smallholding. We'll just leave them to it and hopefully become the best of friends. Say bye, Applet.